What's up, friends? It's Jeffrey Benson right here. Today I'm bringing you this brand new video on how to trade Forex in 2020. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this video is as a result of questions that have been asked severally by my friends. They've really been disturbing me. Jeffrey, come and teach me how to trade Forex. I want to be really successful at trading Forex. Now, if you have checked my previous videos, you know that I'll be talking about advanced things that only those who knows how to trade Forex would be able to relate with, like how to get $100,000, how to trade with prop firm like FTMO and all other prop firms we have in the world institution, how to trade like the bank. I'm talking about strategies. Now, what if you've never heard about the word Forex? Or probably you've heard about it maybe from radio, television, and no one actually has shed more light into it. Okay? Or maybe a friend of yours is super successful at it and he does not really have that time to teach you what Forex is. Now, today I'm ready to burst that bubble. Now, Forex is super straightforward and easy to understand. Now, the major thing about Forex is consistency, and that and many other things I'm going to be teaching you as time goes on. Since you are here already and you're liking this content already, of course, I know that you do like them. Make sure you like our video, subscribe, turn on post notification. Now, if you like the video, you are helping the YouTube algorithm to spread this video to many others who also want to learn how to trade Forex in this year and even beyond. Please kindly help us to do that, and we'll really appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing and thank you for liking this video. Bless you. If you have visited any currency exchange booth, you probably have traded Forex. Now, if you have changed one country's currency for another, you have traded Forex. And if you have traveled from one country to another, from your country to another country, you have traded Forex. Now, what's Forex? Forex is very simple. Exchanging United States dollar to euro, that's Forex. Exchanging euro to AUD, Australian dollar, that's Forex. Exchanging New Zealand dollar, NZD, to AUD, that's Forex. That is Forex. It's super basic. Now, Forex is the simultaneous buying and selling of two currencies. And note, it must always involve two currency. That's for Forex. There are other instruments that you could as well trade now. I'm talking about Forex, okay? So when you are exchanging one currency to the other one, you just participated in the Forex market. Now, Forex is the biggest financial market in the world. It's 200 times bigger than the stock exchange put together. All right. It has liquidity of more than 6 trillion daily. 6 trillion, not billion, 6 trillion daily. Now imagine that. What if you are able to just take out $1,000 from this liquidity every day? All right. Okay. First, as your learner, remove the dollar sign from the I. I'm just saying because I know that's what probably would be going on in your head. Now, the next thing that you want to also know that Forex market is a 24/5 industry. Now, as long as the banks are open in major countries in the sessions, like New York, we've got New York session, we've got London session, we've got Sydney session, we've got Tokyo session. As long as banks are open in any of these countries, Forex will always be rolling. That's why it is 24/5. There are more other things that which you are going to be learning as we progress in this course. I'm going to share my screen to explain what Forex is, to explain when to buy, where to buy, how should you participate, how much money is required for you to get started in trading this biggest financial market in the world, and how do you make profits, and how do you make losses. I know most of you have also heard that there are a lot of losses that could be incurred while trading Forex. Yes, it is true that if it is not done rightly, you have to have the maximum psychology, have the maximum mindset to trade in this financial market. And trust me, it is super simple if you are able to control your emotions. What is Forex? Forex is the simultaneous buying and selling of two currencies. Whenever you travel to a different country, you always know that you have to change your country's currency or the country where you're coming from to a country where you're currently at. So at the process of doing that, you just involve in foreign exchange. How do they make money? Now, if you notice, if you go to any currency exchange booth, you are going to be asked two questions. Are you going to buy or you're going to sell? The reason why they are asking you this question is so that they are going to know the price to give to you, because the price that they are going to give to you when you are buying is different from the price they are going to give to you as you are going to sell. Because in any business, what you want to always do is buying low to sell high. That is the fundamental of all businesses. You want to buy low and you sell high. You want to buy cheap from the bigger market and you want to come to a local market, to your suburb, and sell very high to make maximum gains. All right, so that's how Forex also operates. Okay, so now the exchange of one currency to the other, we have already been able to establish this fact. And this is the currency exchange currency booth. Now if you go there, there's always this column that shows the buy price and the sell price. So it is these changes in the exchange rates that allow you to make money in the foreign exchange market. If you notice, the price from the buy is different from the sell. So now the Forex market is bigger than the stock market. Right here, my slide shows that it is 5 trillion, more than 5 trillion traded daily, the liquidity daily. So you can see why New York Stock Exchange is just 22.4 billion, Tokyo Stock Exchange is 18.4 billion, while London Stock Exchange is 7.2 billion. It's more than, but Forex is ranging from 5 to 6 trillion dollars traded every day. So this is over 200 times bigger than the stock market. So you are aware that this is a very big thing. It is huge. All right. So Forex market opens 24 hours and in 5 days a week. It opens from Sunday evening 10 p.m. GMT and it closes Friday 10 p.m. GMT. So you are rest assured that you can trade at any given time of this hour. However, some sessions are more active than the other. What is traded in the Forex market? So simply put, money is what is traded in this Forex market. Now, it's either you're trading one country's currency to the other one. Now, there are lots of currencies that you could trade in the Forex market, but the basic ones and the most common ones that you are going to see always are USD. You're going to see Euro. You're going to see GBP often too. You're also going to see CAD, which is CAD. You're also going to see CHF. We have AUD. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have AUD. We have NZD. That's 7. And we have JPY. We have got JPY. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8. There are 8 major pairs that you could trade in the Forex market. The Forex major currencies. We have what is called the ISO. ISO stands for International Standardization Organization codes. Now, they are the body that formulates all of these codes. So we have EUR, which represents Euro. We have USD, which represents United States dollar. The most traded currency in the world is Euro USD. So we have it pair like this. You cannot see USD Euro. It is always paired like this because it was formulated by this body called International Standardization Organization. So we have EUR USD, and the countries that use this is Eurozone, which is European Union, and United States. USD is used by United States, and the nickname is Euro Dollar. So you can see all of these names. We have USD JPY, we have GBP USD, we have USD CHF, we have USD CAD, we have AUD USD, we have NZD USD. So their nicknames are also aligned to your right. Now, Forex pair are in 3 letters. First 2 represent country's name, while the last letter is the country's currency. For example, USD. US stands for United States and D stands for the dollar. Another example you see there is GBP. GB stands for Great Britain, while P stands for pounds. Another example is CAD. CA stands for Canada and D stands for dollar, Canadian dollar. All right. So, and the exception to this is CHF. CHF, and F stands for franc, which is the name of the currency that is used in Switzerland, while CH stands for Confederatio Helvetica. So it is formed from the 2 major tribes from the Switzerland. All right. So that is why that is an exception. Why EUR stands for Euro, which is Eurozone. Okay. So that's that. You can also do all of that once you find out that that's how all these currencies are being formed. What is base and quote currency? We have 2 currencies. One is to the left and one is to the right. Now, I told you cannot swap these earlier because it is formulated by International Standardization Organization. All right. So the one to the left always is your base currency, while the one to the right is your quote currency. When you are trading any currency pair, for example, Euro USD, and you are buying that particular currency pair, what you're actually doing is you are saying that Euro is going to be strong as at that particular time and dollar is going to be weak. Whereas when you are selling Euro USD, you are saying Euro is going to be weak and dollar is going to be strong. These pairs are highly most traded in the Forex market, and as a result, their spreads are low compared to others. Now, if you count that there are 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's 7. So these are the most basic pairs that you should be trading as a beginner. If you notice in these major currency pairs, you find out that all of it are related with dollar. They either have dollar as their quote currency or they have it as their base currency. This is quotes, remember, this is base. This is base, this is quote, and this is quote. If it is to your right, it is quote currency. If it is to your left, it is base currency. Now, for this one, Euro USD, which is the base and which is the quote? This one. Of course, I know you got it right. So Euro is the base, while dollar is the quote. So you want to experiment with that and make sure you understand what base and quote currency is. Cross currency pairs, or crosses for short, these are currencies that does not contain the USD in their crosses. The most actively traded crosses are derived from the three major non-USD currencies: Euro and Yen crosses. Now we have Euro CHF, we have Euro GBP, we have Euro CAD, we have Euro AUD, we have Euro NZD. Now, all you just have to do right here, you have to take the currencies that are mostly traded and you pair with each other. All right. So there you've got your crosses. Now we have Yen crosses. Yen crosses we have here, we have Euro JPY, GBP JPY, CHF JPY, all of them against the JPY. You will always notice JPY is always found at your right hand side. It's always found at your quote. Now here are GBP crosses. GBP AUD, we have GBP CHF, GBP CAD card, GBP NZD. Now, GBP is used by Great Britain, AUD is used by Australia, CHF is used by Switzerland, CAD is used by Canada, NZD is used by New Zealand. And you can also see their nicknames right here. Now, GBP AUD is called Pound Aussie. So whenever I'm analyzing chart here on YouTube, I can actually say Pound Aussie. So I'm actually referring to GBP AUD. If I say Pound Loonie, I'm referring to GBP CAD. If I say Pound Kiwi, I'm referring to GBP NZD. If I say Pound Swissy, I'm referring to GBP CHF, and so on and so forth. Now, other crosses that you could have is AUD CHF, NZD CAD, NZD AUD NZD, CAD CHF. Now, apart from that, we have exotic pairs. These pairs are not as heavily traded as the major currencies or the crosses. So the spreads charged on these pairs are usually very huge. Now, example of this pair are USD MXN, so United States Mexican Peso, USD ZAR, United States South Africa Rands, United States Singaporean Dollar, United States SEC, USD NOK, and so many other ones. The major participants are the interbanks. This is the major market, the pool where the exchanges happen. And it also traded by the large commercial banks, the government and central banks. Governments also traded in this forex market, the speculators. Speculators are also participating in this forex market. It is worthy of note that forex market is traded for two reasons. Number one, for profit reasons, and secondly, for non-profit reasons. Examples of people that participate in this forex market for non-profit reasons are the central banks. Central banks participate in the forex market for the sake of control. They want to be able to control their country's currency. And let me tell you, if the United States dollar is too low, it is a problem for the United States of America. So they want to pump in money to bring it high. If it is too high, it is also a problem. So they want to bring in money to pump it low. So that's why market is always want to find itself in a state of equilibrium. The other market participant which I would like to mention is individuals. That is retail traders like me and you. It is worthy of note that retail traders only have 2 to 3% participation in the forex market. So what that sends to us is that we should always make sure we follow the big money movers like the banks, the central banks, the hedge funds, the speculators, and even the brokers. What is a forex broker? Forex broker is a financial service company that provides a platform for traders to buy and sell the financial currencies. So you would definitely need a broker while starting out as a retail trader. So in other words, brokers serve as a middleman between you and the interbanks. In case you don't know what the term interbanks means, interbanks are one of the market participants I mentioned earlier, and it is a term that refers to where a group of huge bank traders trade against themselves. There are 6 criteria that you have to put into consideration when selecting a good broker. Number one that you have to put into consideration is regulation and security. You want to make sure that you select a broker that is approved by a well-known regulatory body. You want to make sure that the broker that we are trading with has the best transaction cost in the Forex market, at least a fair one or a competitive one, like the spread and the commission. The third criteria we look at is deposit and withdrawal. We also want to make sure that our broker that we're currently using has a very fast deposit and has a lot of system which you can use in